some people in this body trading mode meet, they might even get married. They could get married, and hopefully, that I pray, that a lot of them will even fall in love along the way. I hope. But here's the downside to an intellectual body trading relationship. The downside is this. Can I have a man and a woman come up here and kind of, anybody want to, I'll do it myself, but if a man and a woman, beautiful. Can I have a guy over here, please? Thank you very much. Come close, come close. Tell me your name.
Susie.
Susie. Gunther. Okay, Gunther. So Susie and Gunther. Here's what happens. Gunther looks at Susie and says, she's really attractive, and she's just someone who I could really go for. And I'm not really saying this for real now. And Susie looks at him and says, look, he's taking out the money. He's taking out the roll.
The false one.
See?
That's a false $1 million.
So Susie, looking at him, and again, it's not really you. Susie looks at him and says, I'm not really, he's not really my type. So I'm not really that interested. Oh, he's sparked. He is sparked. Why? Why? She's a challenge to win over. It's okay. She's a challenge to win over. So he's pursuing her. He's pursuing her. And he wants to take you out to dinner. He wants to take you, maybe even after a while, on a vacation. And he's trying to win you over. And he might start buying you a little bit of jewelry. And you know, after a while, you start saying to yourself, you know, I think I judged him all wrong. He's really quite a guy. He's taking me everywhere I want to go. He's buying me all these nice things. He wants to take me on vacation. I think I was wrong about this guy. And he's complimenting you. Hey, this is really pretty good. So you pursue her, you pursue her. You even start telling her you love her. And she's going, wow, he loves me. And you're at a point where you need to hear that from somebody. You need to hear compliments from somebody. Sure, right? Yeah. Now again, he is pursuing relationships in an intellectual way. Nothing I'm talking about right now has to do with love. It all has to do with looks, appearances. So, he's pursuing her. They go out 3 months, 6 months. He's telling her he loves her. And you know, all of a sudden she says to herself, you know, I'm starting to love him. And the next time he tells me he loves me, I'm going to say, I love you too. Never said it one time in 6 months. She decides, you know what? I was wrong about this guy. He's a gentleman. I'm sorry, I don't have too much to say here right now. I'm trying to prove a point. Okay. So, let's not forget one thing. What sparked him in the very, very, very beginning about her, other than her a nice appearance and attractiveness? She wasn't interested. He was intellectually sparked to pursue her. She wasn't interested. 6 months we're down the line. He says, I love you. She says, I love you back. Now, what I want you to do is, when you say to him that I love you too, I want you to look at his eyes. Does anybody know NLP in this room? Okay. NLP means it's the study of the eyes, the direction that the eyes go when you're trying to figure something out, the direction that it goes when you're disappointed, the direction it goes when you're trying to make something up. You could tell people a lie. You should all check this out. So she says, I love you, and what most likely is going to happen with him, he really scared to death of love, right? His heart's been broken. He's scared to death of love. What does he do? He looks down. He tries to gather himself up and says, oh wow, that's great. Wow, that's good. He's sweating. You know, you'll notice the sweat coming down. Okay. So you both declare love for each other. Now what? Now a day or two goes by. He used to call every day. What are you doing? Where are you? What are you wearing? Can we have cyber sex tonight? You know, and all of a sudden, he's not calling every day. He's calling every second or third day, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? What's the reason for the sudden change? All of a sudden, 3 or 4 days goes by, and he calls. He says, hey, what's going on? You don't realize the connection between you saying you love him with him all of a sudden slowly disappearing. He is scared to death of love. That's why he was only pursuing body trading relationships. And when you told him that you loved him, he would all of a sudden have to deal with your feelings and you as a whole person. And most likely, he is going to disappear because he's scared to death. And you're going to say, what the heck was that? What just happened? Men! I'm never going to trust them again. The roles can be absolutely different. What I'm trying to explain to you and share with you what I learned from, thank you very much. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. Perfect. What I'm trying to share with you is that if we remain body traders, and it's so common, everybody's doing it. You think I'm nuts, even talking about it. It's so common. But if we keep on going in this direction, we're going to have even a world that Mother Nature it's just going to go out of control. We need to have love in our hearts again. And I'm here to help anyone. One of the things that I'll be doing is that I'll be holding weekend relationship workshops, what I call love adventure tours, where in my mind, the best way for you and to meet someone, this is good. You're a great group. I like everybody in here, except for you. I don't know. But everybody, this is a nice way to meet. But an even better way to meet is not for an hour here, not for an hour there, but over a weekend where we have 20, 30, 40 people together, where we're listening to hardcore seminars, we're doing group work, you're working together in small groups, you're able to observe each other rather than, oh my God, I gotta say something or else I'll never see this person again. I've gotta say something really obnoxious and stupid. So when you're together for 3 days under one roof, you're eating together, you're working together, yes.
Teach people how to stop thinking, because when you were talking, I was thinking of my mother telling me 40, 50 years ago, it's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as a poor man.
Damaging. Extremely, extremely damaging.
Every time I met someone, you know, let's do a credit rating on this guy, you know.
Yes, they're very, very damaging stuff. And we've heard it, and that's what's led us, you know, their distrust, and it grows and grows and grows. Instead of 1 million or so people being single and angry and bitter, we have 50 million people out there single and angry and bitter. We have to stop it. We have to be, the buck stops here, and the open heart has to start here. I'm going to be doing 3-day, 4-day, and week-long relationship workshops all around the world. I've got them, I'll be doing one in Northern Ontario this summer. I've got plans to do one in Los Angeles. We'll do one here. We'll do one in Dubai. We're going to do one in Italy. And almost any place that someone would want to go. They're week-longs. They're not inexpensive. They're called Love Adventure Tours for the man or woman who has everything but love.
Bruce, in Dubai, they're going to have to hide their face?
Well, no, I don't think we'll have to. But maybe the women will have to. No, no, no. If it's anything like that, I won't do it there. But I hear it's not like that. We won't have to hide our faces. So, I'm here to create opportunities for people to be under one roof with others for a week, for 4 days. That's the way you're going to be able to look at each other, observe each other, work with each other, cook with each other, clean with each other, and I'm going to try to make these reality-based relationship shows. I'm working on that. So, anyone who wants more information about that, if you have a flyer, the information is there. If you don't, I have cards here. If you're interested in one-on-one relationship coaching, I'm not going to say it again, I'm here to help anyone that wants help, that wants to open up their heart and learn how to identify body traders so that you never fall for them. Let me give you real briefly. Here's two guys. I wish I could get two more, but I won't do it. Two guys. One guy is a little bit softer, a little bit more sensitive, and he sees you and he would like to ask you out, and he's not dressed sharply and he doesn't come on like gangbusters, but he's feeling his feelings and he really doesn't want to get rejected by you. Then there's the guy who walks over to you and says, "Hey baby, how's it hanging? How you doing? You want to go?" And you see that guy? We've all been, well, not the guys, we've all been approached by people like that. They have way too much self-confidence. Where do you think that's coming from? Why do they have way too much self-confidence? Any ideas?
Insecure.
They're insecure. Their heart's been broken. They're covering their hearts, and they're approaching you in a numbers game. If I say hello to enough women, someone will take me up on my offer, right? Don't you be that woman or guy anymore.
Casting a wide net.
I'm sorry if I'm busting some of the guys in here. But you know what? The women are just as masculine and pulling the same stuff now. They're doing the same things. So, you have the softer guy who's coming on, you know, not so harsh. Don't be tough on him, women. Be more open to a guy that doesn't smell the best and dance. Well, he should smell okay. If he comes a little closer, he doesn't smell good. I give you permission to reject him. Guys, take showers before you go out. Mouthwash, please. You know, if you want to kiss, you'd better come prepared. My point is this. If they're coming on too strong, there's a reason. It's a numbers game to them. They're not leading with their hearts. They're leading with their heads. They're players, and they're trying to get what you have if you're willing to give it up. Don't put down a softer person who's not coming on like gangbusters. That's the catch. Okay? Now, I also want to give you one more shortcut, and then we don't have enough time to do anymore. The other shortcut is this. And you all know this, it's such common sense, but when someone talks to you and comes on to you, whether soft or hard or fast or slow, don't just listen to their words. We've all become so sophisticated. We all know exactly what to say to get you. Don't fall for their words. Watch their actions. Watch what they do and how they do it. Don't listen to their words. Men or women, we're all in the same boat here now. If someone says they're going to show up on Tuesday night at 7:30 to pick you up and they don't, that's it. That really, I mean, they're going to start telling you their mother had tonsillitis, and then they left and they got a flat tire, and they go, oh, this doesn't happen, okay?